when we go to LA and like East LA, like what were some of the differences between the Chicanos over there and the Chicanos over here on the west side? What were some of the things that were different that you noticed?
Well, right away I noticed they were kind of wise guys, like, they had an attitude. And not us. We were kind of called squares, I guess. We were squares,
Yeah.
And I wasn't into playing ball.
Yeah.
I wasn't into gangs.
Yeah.
I was into playing ball.
Yeah.
And but I used to lay there, hey, it's a guy, with their zoot suits and all that.
Yeah.
But I wasn't into all that.
Yeah.
I wasn't into it. I was too busy playing ball,
But there were some bad boys over here, like on the west side too, right? Like.
Oh, you always have them.
Yeah. What were they like? Like what was like?
Oh, they were stupid.
Yeah.
Hey, Frank, we're going to have a rumble with the guys from Sawtell. Westside.
Yeah.
Why are you going to do that?
Yeah.
Well, they're from Sawtell.
Yeah.
Is that the reason?
Yeah.
Yeah, stupid.
Yeah.
Is that the reason? Because they're from Sawtell? Let them be from Sawtell.
Yeah.
Not me. I got a ball game tonight.
Yeah. And like what? Like how old are you? Like when like some of those little dramas would happen?
When I was about 20.
Oh, okay.
20.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to have a rumble tonight. Good luck.
Yeah.
Not me. I'm not a hero.
Yeah.
I wasn't into that.
Yeah.
I was into sports.
Right.
And a good
I was
time.
an art major in high school. I always liked art and reading.
And you're a phenomenal artist, by the way. Your art is amazing.
Gosh, for many years, I was an art major in high school.
Yeah.
But after that, I had to work, baby. I had to make a living, and
Yeah.
I didn't pick up a brush until I retired, right, girls? I didn't pick up a brush and say, I'm going to start painting again. But when you have a love for something, it kind of comes back a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm not a Van Gogh or anything like that, but I enjoy it, And when I give a painting to someone, it makes my heart sing.
Yeah.
I love it,
Yeah. No, it's great too. We're definitely gonna post some of that.
Yeah. So all in all, it's been a good life. All my friends are gone. All my male friends are gone.
Like
The
the
old age
age.
sicknesses. You
Yeah.
know? Even my doctor says, "Hey Frank, for your age, you
95,
You
you
look
look
good.
amazing. I mean, you got
Yeah.
everything.
I have my mind.
I would have
And
never
that's
guessed.
the main thing. Whatever it's worth.
Yeah.
I have my
Yeah.
mind.
No, I would have never guessed you were 95 if I didn't know you or if you're, your granddaughter didn't tell me.
And my creed about life is live life with a purpose. Be a giver, not a getter. I learned that from my mother. My mother was loved in the barrio.
Yeah.
No. She would tell a visitor, stay for lunch. You're going to stay for lunch. And we were dirt poor.
Yeah.
But she would fix something.
Yeah.
And my poor mother, she was from Mexico. A lot of things were in mole.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you guys like mole. I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, one time on Thanksgiving, somebody gave my mother a turkey. So she looked at it. She made it in mole.
Yeah.
Turkey and mole for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But it was good.
Yeah, it's better than gravy, huh?
Yeah.
What do you think are some of the things about your life that have, helped out, like your longevity, like your mental and your physical health to get you, make you so healthy and last so long,
Stay positive.
Yeah.
Live life with a purpose. You got to live life with a purpose. You got to be doing something.
Yeah.
Don't just sit on your butt watching TV all day. That TV doesn't go on until late afternoon and see what that damn Trump is up to.
Yeah.
And or a ball game. I'm
Yeah.
a Dodger fan, by the way.
Yeah.
And I like sports, but I like politics. I don't like the way things are going now.
Yeah. But I mean, in your memoir, you mentioned how, like, towards the end of, the last years of your relationship with your father, that you guys would talk politics. Like, what type of topics would you guys talk about back then with you and your father?
Well, you know what? My father was kind of a selfish person. He was into his own. He had a drinking problem, and then my mother caught him womanizing and never forgave him for that. And what was I gonna say? But I didn't want to be like my father. But
Yeah.
you know what? When my mother passed away at age 69, and she lived and my dad lived about 30 years longer than my mother. So I said to myself, gee, I can't be that way with my dad. I'm going to get close to him. So my girls can vouch for that. On my day off from work, from Ralph's, I would go visit my dad and have a cup of his lousy coffee, and I just wanted to connect,
Yeah.
to let him know that, hey, all is forgiven. You
Yeah.
gotta forgive,
Where was he living at those times? Was he here? Was he here on the west
Yeah,
side?
he was always being taken care of by my oldest, especially my oldest brother would always buy him a house or buy property so my mother and my dad could live there. My oldest brother was almost like my father, really. My girls can attest to that.
And that's the
Joe.
brother that you
And
said
he-
was.
you know that pool hall on Olympic and 14th?
Yeah.
There's a pool hall there.
Yeah.
That's my brother's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, he now my nephew has it. Well, my brother passed away years ago.
Yeah.
But he willed it to my nephew.
Oh, wow.
So it's still in the family, but he
Well,
rents.
what are some of your best memories of your father? I know you had a kind of rocky relationship with him, but like, what are some
Boy,
of the
that's a
better
tough
memories?
question.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he liked gardening and all that. He never saw me play ball. Never saw me play ball. One time my mother went to see me play ball. I couldn't take my eyes off of her.
Yeah.
Here I was playing ball. Gee, my mother came to see me. And she was a heavy woman.
Yeah.
And I was so proud of her.
Yeah.
But my dad never saw me play ball. Never.
Yeah.
But you know what? I forgave him for all that.
Yeah.
He was a little selfish. He was into his own
Yeah.
little world.
Because my dad died when I was young, when I was 7, and like just growing up, I realized how do you feel some of like the lack of your father's presence, how it affected you, maybe for positive or negative.
Well, it's the way the prisons are full of people that were not domesticated properly in their youth, like their fathers or parents didn't pay attention to them,
Yeah.
so they join gangs. That's their family.
Yeah.
They belong to something.
Yeah.
And that's the way it is. The prisons are full of people that never received any love.
Yeah.
That's the way it is, or it was, and it still is.
Yeah.
You gotta pay attention to people. Be a good listener.
Yeah.
That's my philosophy, anyway. Mainly be a giver.
I know Santa Monica had a pier, it's been there forever. Venice had, the POP and all that stuff too.
Oh.
Like, would you jump back and forth to like, what was your favorite pier or some of your favorite rides?
My
back
favorite
then?
pier was the Ocean Park Pier. Oh
Yeah.
man, they had the High Boy. They call it the High Boy, and
That's a roller coaster?
that was our Disneyland. Disneyland didn't exist until the mid '50s.
Yeah.
And but 4th of July's wonderful times.
Yeah.
The 4th of July was a big deal.
Yeah.
And the fireworks and the rides.
Yeah.
The Ocean Park Pier was thriving.
Right.
And,
And what years what were like the best years of that POP in
in the 40s.
the 40s?
In the 40s.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Early 40s, mid 40s. Uh-huh. And yeah, but that was our Disneyland.
Right.
And it was free. Except,
Oh, and it was free, right?
well, you could walk in but you had to pay for games or
Okay, got you.
or the roller coaster.
coaster.
You had to pay for that.
Right.
But to go into the pier, it was free.
Okay.
And that was a lot of fun.
Oh wow.
That was our Disneyland.
Well, do you have any memories of Venice? What was Venice back? Did you guys ever come to this side? Or
Venice to us was like another world, I didn't venture as a kid. Didn't venture too much into Venice.
Yeah.
It was a little too far,
Yeah.
yeah.
But Ocean Park, yes. We would catch a blue bus to the end
Yeah,
of
because back then, like, how would you get around? Either the bus or would you bike at all?
With the
or-
bus. Well, I had a bike, a paper route,
Yeah.
and I had a bike too. But at night or things like that, I would take the blue bus,
Right.
the Santa Monica blue bus.
The blue bus, yeah, the blue bus is still around too.
Yeah, it was in existence then.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And but the newspapers were a big deal. We had about 6, 7 newspapers in the LA area, Santa
Yeah.
Monica. 7. Now we just had the LA Times.
Yeah.
I still get it, my girls, and boy, they're expensive now. I get
Yeah.
mad because they keep raising the price. But I like to read, I like to read. Although I can catch it on TV, but
Yeah.
somehow I like the printed word.
Yeah.
That's me.
Your sibling stores like Uncle Joe's Market, and that's still there too. Not just the pool hall, but the market. Is that still there?
El Rancho Market, remember?
Well, it's closed up.
Oh.
We went by there one day when we were going down the coast, and we went by there. No, everything's closed up.
Did you talk
The
about
Casillas
Sand
Market,
Freeway?
it's
Yeah.
it's closed. The building's still there, but there's nothing going on there.
And what's the significance of the El Rancho Market? What was that?
That was my brother's market.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was.
One of the first markets.
It was a little market, but it outdid the Casillas Market across the street because my brother treated the customers real good.
Oh, wow, so you had a lot of business ownership within your family, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of your family owned a lot of businesses in the area. Huh?
Well, my brother,
Yeah.
my oldest brother, had a very business oriented.
Yeah,
He was very, he lacked an education,
yeah,
statewide education, but he had a good business mind.
yeah.
But more than anything, he was very fair and honest person. And he could do the business across the street, another grocery store, because we outdid him because I would tell my brother, hey Joe, his name was, hey Joe, this person owes you a lot of money,
Yeah,
hasn't paid any. Oh, they're having a hard time. Leave it alone.
yeah,
He was a good-hearted guy.
Yeah.
He said, they're having a hard time.
Moonshine.
Huh?
Nana's moonshine.
Oh, my mother. This was during the Prohibition era when you can't.
yeah.
My mother used to make whiskey, just to make money.
Oh, wow.
She was very industrious.
Yeah.
She was like, don't get in the bathtub. I gotta use it. Fill it up with the ingredients. So one day we had this Spanish guy. He was a Santa Monica. He was a sheriff. He came to the house. He heard about my mother making moonshine, and a lot of people. But he found out about my mother. He said, Mrs. Casillas, in so many words, he says, you should knock it off,
Yeah.
But before I go, do you think I can have a shot?
Yeah.
Can you? I saw it. And my mother gave him a shot, a shot glass.
Oh, whiskey. That's pretty crazy.
And we had an outhouse. We didn't have a toilet in the house. We had an outhouse. So whenever we wanted to go to the toilet at night, one of us, my brother, somebody, my brother would go with my other brother, or my sister with the other sister, and do their thing. A little outhouse in the backyard.
Is that how most of the houses were too? They had an outhouse, no bathrooms.
We didn't have a.
Oh, yeah. But
no.
is that how most people in that area?
Oh, no, we were all poor.
Yeah.
Shoot, we were so poor, even the cockroaches left home.
Yeah.
It's crazy driving through Santa Monica now, thinking
Oh.
that used to be a full barrio.
A full barrio.
Yeah.
A full barrio. Yeah, we all got along.
Yeah.
We all got along. Everybody was all Catholic.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
that's why I touched upon that earlier.
Yeah.
It didn't move me, but that's another story. you
Yeah.
know.
No, how have you seen like the Mexican Chicano population grow or decline, or just on the west side in general?
Well, the barrio was the barrio. It never changed.
Yeah.
But we had Mexican people in Culver City,
Yeah.
and when they took the barrio by way of the freeway,
Yeah.
because of the freeway, everybody scattered to
Yeah.
Venice, Culver City, Mar Vista.
Yeah.
I always liked Mar Vista,
Yeah.
and
Because it's right in the middle.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, I like Mar Vista. And we used to live, like I told you, a little 2-bedroom house at the other side of the Beethoven Market. But when my wife and I would go to the movies at night, I said, Esther, one day we're gonna live up on the hill.
Yeah.
And our dreams came true.
Top
you
of the
know?
hill.
Yeah.
I think
And now,
I think that's what, just real quick, makes us proud is that even though they had the 10 freeway come and kind of the gentrification thing going on, my dad's family was able to stay, not get scattered. They were able to stay in the area, have a business, not get shut
So
I was gonna say, how were you guys able to stay even after the freeway? You guys made it a point of staying and being here. So how come nobody left? You made it a point of staying here, right?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
You just made it a point. Well, this is gonna have to be home.
yeah.
You know.
And then some
Everybody, a lot of people went to Culver City, by the way.
Okay.
But I always liked Mar Vista, you know.
Yeah.
And this was built, like I said, this was built in 1953. And,
So when the freeway took out the neighborhood, did most of those families that were displaced, did they stay on the west side, or did some of them get pushed out?
most of them went to Culver City,
Okay.
Culver City, Venice, or right here,
Yeah.
Mar Vista. But mostly Culver City and Venice,
Mm.
and, you know.
Well, he had a couple of siblings stay in the area, like here, up on Dewey.
Uh-huh.
We, 2 uncles bought homes up there. So we all were still geographically close. And down on Ozone,
Yeah.
Santa Monica, Superba, Venice.
Yeah.
So we all pretty much stayed close.
Everybody.
But they had to work hard
Had to
to
work hard.
stay here. They
Yeah.
knew it was a nice place
Right.
to stay by the west side, you know?
Yeah.
And they had to do what they had to do to make a living, but they made it work.
So when was like the you know the golden period of your family where everyone had businesses, everyone had families? When was that? When were you guys the strongest? You know.
The strongest, I would say, in the early 40s, or mid 40s, when everybody was doing better,
Yeah.
you know, doing better financially. You know, we were here for a while already, my folks and all that, and they were establishing, like my brother, you know, he got tired of pushing a lawnmower.
Yeah.
Well, he opened up a grocery store, and then he made it good, and he built up. He always liked pool,
Yeah.
billiards. He was a champion billiard around the area. My brother, he was very good at billiards. Me, I stunk, but anyway. So, and then he built a pool. He was a good businessman, and there were people like that, like Casillas relatives.
Yeah.
They went into businesses, you know.
What are some of the like from growing up to now, like what are some of the spaces or places on the west side that aren't here no more that you know you wish were still around, or things that you miss that aren't here anymore on the west side?
Well, the ballpark, for one thing, the ballpark. I
Which
was
one?
kind of prejudiced to that, you know.
Which ballpark was that?
The stadium. It
Okay.
was beyond, just north of Olympic Boulevard.
Okay.
Do you remember the name of it, Frank?
Santa Monica Municipal Ballpark. So it's just very simple. And they would have rodeos, midget auto races, yeah, a lot of things. Not just baseball.
Yeah.
A couple of Pacific Coast League teams used to spring train there, like
Yeah.
Seattle. Seattle used to spring train there, baseball. The Chicago White Sox one year.
Yeah.
The Chicago White Sox trained there.
Oh, wow.
I was just a little kid.
Yeah. Because growing up, like I remember there used to be a place called Rancho Lopez off of Jefferson and Lincoln.
Rancho Lopez.
Yeah.
What corn they sold.
Yeah.
The corn was wonderful. Where Home Depot is
Yeah,
now.
I remember a lot more space, even back when I was a kid. So obviously, you probably remember a lot more space, you know, being around. Are there any spaces or empty lots or things that you miss, or?
Oh yeah, like Lopez Ranch.
Yeah.
And before Home Depot was there.
Yeah.
It was Lopez Ranch, and it was my brother as a kid. He would work for the Japanese farmers there.
Yeah.
Where Lopez Ranch, where Home Depot is now.
Yeah.
But that was Lopez Ranch.
Yeah.
And beautiful. Oh, that corn, the best corn ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there are only a few rules or advice or wisdom you can give to your future family generations or people in general, what would they be?
Live life with a purpose. Be a giving person. Be a good listener. That's about it.
What are your hopes and wishes for Santa Monica and the West Side and the people and communities that you grew up with and their families? What are some of the wishes and hopes for the area and the people that you grew
Oh,
up
I
with?
just wish them all well, that they all prosper and do well in their lives, in their own, whatever they want to achieve and
Yeah.
accomplish. I wish them well. You know,
And what would you like to see happen or come back to the West Side or the Santa Monica area?
what I wish would come back in Oh boy, a ballpark.
Yeah.
Being prejudiced.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah.
I miss that. You know,
Yeah.
going to ball games. You know, they had semi-pro teams all the time on Sundays.
Yeah.
I miss ball. You know, I can't go to Dodger Stadium anymore. I can't handle it. You
Yeah,
know, but I used to
it's
go to Dodger Stadium a lot. But I miss a ballpark in Santa Monica. You know.
We definitely, we really appreciate your time for this video and this interview, and we felt very honored to be here. And
Well,
yeah,
I feel
you're a
honored.
treasure. Thank you.
I feel honored for you guys to be listening to me and
Yeah.
all my lies.
Yeah.
You know.
No, that's
No,
great.
I'm telling you the way it was.
Oh yeah,
And,
That's
we
great.
know. Frank.
Words, anything you wanna add, just to.
well, I just want to say God bless both of you, and I hope your lives have a good life.
Thank you.
Thank you, Frank.
God bless you.
Thank you.